And it's showtime, so to speak. Your mileage may vary. This needs to be muted and started, and everything should be working correctly now. Is it? Not yet. Twitch, why aren't you working? YouTube's working. Twitch. Twitch is working. Okay, good. I don't know why it made me do that, but it did. Hi, guys. Let me double check on some other stuff here. Yeah, that all looks fine, I suppose. I don't know why that's not working correctly. Anyway. We'll leave it up. Hi, guys. I'm back. It's me again, once more. Onto the breach, dear friends. Why isn't it showing up there? That's what I do not understand. I am puzzled. Frequently, I am puzzled. Don't know why that's not working. Okay, well, screw it. We'll just, we'll play this video game here. Hi, guys. What is that? Why is it showing that? I don't know what it's doing. Anyway, hi, it's me. So, I'm going to play this character. Good evening to those of you who've joined me. This is Psamurai. And I just felt like playing him. No particular reason. Browsing through my characters, I said, yeah, that one looks good. He's got a cool battle cry, sumimasen, which is Japanese for more or less, excuse me. And his character description is a lifetime spent studying the Gorin no Sho, the Book of Five Rings, only to find that some other heroes had already trademarked both Psymurai and Psimurai with Y and I. He takes out his frustrations on the criminals of Paragon City. A little bit of meta humor there. I'm so witty. Pardon me again. Just need to make sure that everything is working as expected. Okay, yes, it is. Except the one thing that isn't, and I don't know why, but it isn't. What a surprise. Once again, we will get the temporary powers. That goes there. Wow. I'm off my game tonight. Metaphorically speaking. I think I'm going to play probably only a couple hours tonight. So, what do we got in the way of missions? Rescue Argot Burwat. And take Veles down. Which one is the take Veles down? I think we want one more level before we hit that. So we're going to go to rescuing Argot Burwat. He's an alien. But who amongst us isn't occasionally feeling alienated? Oh, he's an actual alien. South, I think. I hope your Monday didn't suck too bad. I mean, it's a Monday, so even the best Monday isn't, like, usually very good. And it's a ruined building. I'm familiar with the layout, having run it a lot of times. I do not remember this character especially well. So, we're gonna play it by ear, sort of, more or less, you know. Blade Sweep, Telekinetic Blow, Psy Blade, and Mental Strike. Mind Blade action. Ooh. Hits pretty hard. Do I have him, like, enhanced out the yin-yang? Not really. Oh, that's right, I was on earlier and I did add accuracy. That's all I did. The rest of the stuff is just the easy-peasy stuff. Well, I also did add those too. So, yeah, I added a few enhancements. So he has a little bit of male enhancement going on. And again, as is tradition, I have forgotten to set my notoriety level appropriately. And I think it's to the right. Ow! Their big swords really hurt. Of course, I'm tough, so I can handle it. Alright, it's possible I went the wrong way. I don't want to say it's a sure thing, but it's possible I went the wrong way. Okay, I'm pretty sure I went the wrong way. This is the wrong way, too. Huh. That's it. It was a four-way intersection. And I didn't go the correct way. Which is this way. This time for sure, guys. I promise. That is a big honking sword, and I'm not a fan of it, gotta say. Good evening, Axel. I hope your Monday didn't suck. A Monday that doesn't suck can be a tough one to manage. Here's Sidian. And he too is a fan of the really big sword. And we have freed Sidian. We've defeated Sidian and his minions. I think we need to defeat these guys. And then we get the get out of jail free card. There we go. I have freed Argot Burwat. In this particular case, I actually know that layout. Oh, we have the Captain General there and his mercenaries. He's a mastermind. I know the layout on that one. I just actually took a wrong turn. So you, what, drag it over into the corner? Yeah, I can see that. I can see the advantages that provides. Contact. Montague Castanella. With Argot Burwat safely in Vanguard hands, we have made a huge leap forward in the second invasion of the Rikti. Now, we only have to hope that the Vanguard are forthcoming with the intelligence they get out of our new Rikti ally. I think it's time we brought in some outside help. You ever hear that Dawn Patrol, their original leader, Hero 1, was the one who took the Omega team through the Rikti portal to shut it down. Ever since that day, a woman by the name of Lady Jane has taken over the team. She's recently come over to the States. He wants to read my fortune, sure. And claims to have important information regarding the Lost. She wants a meeting. I'm going to meet with Lady Jane. Ah, super jump. I jump superlatively. Bow now now now. Waka 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 waka. Waka 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 waka. Pow. Bow now now now. That's a long way jumping off. Okay, this is an underground mission. Yes, it is. We have to rescue her and then get her equipment, her gear. The Circle of Thorns have showed up to mess things up as they usually do. Thanks for the help. You're welcome. But now, well, we've got to find her stuff. Well, more mages and such. Solving the puzzle has led me here to collect an old relic. Hey, don't call me an old relic. That's just freaking rude. Oh. How nice of her to bring friends. That's not how we do things around here, Lady Jane. Yep, more sound effects by yours truly. And that is what we in the business call a level. Level 15. We've got our XP. We'll do what we can to hurry through more mobs. Our XP buff, I should say. Or not an XP buff, but our leveling bonus buff. Abilities hit hard, but a little bit slow on the cooldown. Gotta say. Clue found. We could exit now, but let's finish the little goobers off. Whoa, what do we have here? I can't complete this objective yet. Yeah, the mission's complete. That's enough for me. That's what's important. Being on the winning side. As a good guy, that's what's important. On a bad guy, being on the winning side is what's important. Two very, very different things. We'll contact Montague Castanella. The vial Lady Jane gave you contains some of Hero 1's blood. She claims that the blood comes from Hero 1 after he entered the Richti portal. I don't know how she got that. Perhaps that's what she was trying to track down in the chest she was after. Who knows? There's also a data file regarding the research that the Dawn Patrol was doing on the Lost. This might be useful for our new friend Argot Burwat. Well done, Psymurai, Psamurai. I sent that vial of blood we got from Lady Jane over to the Richti Argot Burwat. He said that he would have a report about it pretty soon. I asked him to tell me what it was. He said he would only deal with me. Well, I did free him, so I'm going to go talk with one Argot Burwat. I tell you, having super jump in real life would be pretty cool. I mean, I'd get winded really fast, but it would be cool. Well, I'm going to actually hit the King's Row first and finish off the mission we have there. I think it's the final confrontation with Velas. Now that I'm 2 levels up on him, it shouldn't be too tough. Famous last words. If this is actually the last fight against Velas, I can never remember which is which. I don't think it is. Is the one to rave? No, this is, I think, the real one. All right. Good. Hi, guys. How you doing? Pardon me, sir. Have you heard the latest? Oh, I'm sorry. Did that sting? Looked like it might have hurt. Fellas, Samurai is here. That's Psamurai. How did he find us? Doesn't matter how, backbreaker. All that matters now is who. Who? I don't understand. Who led him to us? Morana, go. The lab's location is compromised. What about the trolls? They're expecting a shipment. I'll deal with Atta in time. But first I must deal with Samurai and his new regulators. I have a warm reception in mind. Wow, go hunt, kill skulls. Now that is a classic. I don't know, would you consider that the original City of Heroes meme? I was trying to think of what exactly that was the other night. So, thank you for saving me the effort of having tried to track that down. I think what really, really makes it so perfect is the misspelling of skulls. I just don't think that could be... You couldn't do better than that. Alright, let's play, fellas. You want to play? I want to play. Alright, we have successfully taken him down without much effort. Wow. Fire. Smoke she is arising. Alright, where is it? Come on. I hadn't even noticed that one was a thing. That there are a lot of NPCs named Jenkins. Alright, follow me, you big goob. Yes, yes, I know. It's fire. Fire hurt. Fire bad. Come on, facility manager. We only have 2 minutes and 33 seconds. While I'm sure doing development on a game like this is incredibly stressful and trying and obviously difficult, it also has to have a lot of opportunities for you to have enormous amounts of fun with the stuff you're putting into the game. Like, say, that. And we have made it. Badge earned. Skullbuster. Arachnos agent in the villain tutorial. The lawyer on the billboard in steel. And I do remember that, now that you mention it, the lawyer billboard. I guess I just never made the association that there were a bunch of people with the name. And we contact Eagle Eye. Bunch of XP. Om nom nom. Great work. Facility manager is already being treated, and the firemen are putting out the fire. Thought suddenly darkens. This is the single-player mission. We'll do it right now. This is where the back alley brawler got his ass kicked. And we play the bad guy who kicked it. I am a big fan of what in Latro they call instance play, where you play as basically as someone other than yourself. When they're done right, you know, they give you a very simple hot bars, and they make you significantly overpowered so you can't fail. Similar in WoW would be vehicle missions, you know, where you're up in a Zeppelin or something, throwing bombs down, killing hundreds of bad guys. Those are fun, easy, fast missions, and when they're done right, you know, if you're doing an instance mission in Moria, where you're back when they woke up the Balrog, there's an instance mission like that. There's another instance mission, a session play mission in Latro, where you play Boromir, and Aragorn is named Aragorn. Frodo is named the Ring Bearer. Sam is named the Ring Bearer's servant. Pippin and Merry are that hobbit and that other hobbit. And then it's the elf and the dwarf, because that's how Boromir sees them. So They're entertaining little bite-sized pieces that can give you a little bit of a change in the action. And when they're done right, they're really good. When they're done wrong, which is how they were done, say, in Star Wars: The Old Republic, for instance, specifically I believe they've updated the missions where you played as like a walker, an Imperial walker type thing. The missions were slow and difficult and grossly unfun. But when you do something like this, where you're overpowered and it's fun, it's a really, really good type of mission to break up the gameplay. For instance, right now, I'm the bad guy. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man. To be the sad man. Oh, I don't think you're getting away, Toots. The Toots was what he said, obviously. I would never say such a sexist, insensitive phrase. Guy's name is Deadlock. I've gotten a superpower, which buffs me way up as a temporary power. And now we're going to kick his ass. Definitely a class act. I can just tell that's the kind of guy I would like to hang out with. Deadlock, I think. Brother, if I was here to kill you, you'd be killed. I came here to offer you a life-changing experience, just like you did for me. But in order to do that, you're going to have to hit rock bottom. When you wake up from that, I guarantee you'll be a changed man. Simple. Little thing, but little missions like that break up, sometimes MMOs, well, most times MMOs can feel a little bit samey after a while. Back to. And I will remember. Well, I can level up here. Train me, Daddy. Let's pretend I didn't say that, shall we? Good call. We're going to want recharge reduction on that. Message from the admins about missing emails. I'm on the Discord. I saw something about it. Some sort of infrastructure issue. Things fall apart. The center cannot hold. I'm going to go in and have a chat with Argot Burwat. Argot, by the way, perhaps pronounced argot, I'm not sure, is a word that means slang. There you go. Today you learned. Not much, really, but I earned the Observant badge. Because I'm observant. Obviously, I mean. Argot Burwat. He is a handsome-looking Rikti, isn't he? Don't you think? Thank you for coming to see me, Psamurai. That's Psamurai. I've made a very impressive breakthrough in both my language and my research. I wanted to make sure you were the first to experience me. I have taken the vial of blood from Montague. The blood is the cure for the Rikti virus in humans. In new words, I discovered a cure for the lost. Recent humans are the only terms affected. However, Rikti technological barriers still block virus. Magic, once again key. I've been contacting local practitioners and one man could have answer. I need you to take this to the Modern Arcane Guild of Investigation. I believe Gregor Richardson will be able to find a way over this problem. All right, we're off to Magi. They hate it when you call it Maggie. Oh, a little quiet over here on Indomitable tonight. In Atlas Plaza, at least right now. The night is relatively young. Hello, Maggie. Oh, I'm sorry, Gregor. But he wants me to talk to her, I think. Doesn't he? Oh, be introduced to a new contact, sure. Kung Bao. He's a Hmong businessman. You don't see many Hmong characters in MMOs, I gotta say. Especially when it comes to the Tsu and the Circle of Thorns and strong ties in Skyway City. So the mission is what, back to talk to Greg. Did I not finish? Talk to Montague. A cure for the lost virus. That's something I never thought the world would see. I'll start searching for the final piece of the puzzle at once. Here's the last piece. It's something from all the Midnighters who've fallen to the Rikti. Take it to Azuria. What is it? This is a sample of soil collected from the graves of the Midnighters. Well, that's dark. Who were killed during the Rikti invasion while protecting others. Their spirits are angry and desire vengeance, but they'll not be blinded by it. I believe they'll be more than sufficient. Okay, you magic guys, you're kind of weird. Let's see. Options, key mapping, all the way at the bottom. Game return. There we go. Apply now. It's a great pleasure to help you with this unlikely task. And so on. And stuff. The Lost Cure. Already have that? Oh, it said I already have that. Got it. Did it say that? Yeah, the Lost Cure. Sure, we can leave it there. What else do we have? The Hermit? That's automatic. XP gain. Holiday Cheer. I have Holiday Cheer. Evidently, I logged into this guy last during the holidays. Ah, that's right. And we need this. There we go. All right. Mission, talk to Azuria. Okay, contact, talk to Montague. You've got it. You've really got it. By the dark gods, you have a cure for the lost. He wants me to cure a bunch of lost. I think 20 of them? Yeah, 20 of them. Well, I know a place where there's always plenty of low-level lost who won't aggro when I get close, and I hit them with the magic stick. Mind you, do not try to hit any strangers with your magic stick. That will get a blot on your personal record, possible arrest, and certainly temporary restraining order. Next stop, Steel Canyon, south. Just had to wait for the right one. I don't think I'd noticed that it actually changes what it's showing on your screen to show where you're going. I just happen to know that in the south end of King's Row are a bunch of low-level lost. I happened to remember that right when the servers came back up. The first time I had to do this mission, I just went, my memory is that there are a bunch of lost in the south end of King's Row. And I was right. My memory worked. That doesn't happen all that often. That's 2. Congratulations, you no longer have the lost Ricti virus-inspired superpowers. You're now just a regular homeless guy. Huh. Maybe they'd rather just keep those superpowers, you know? Mutated superpowers or not, superpowers are superpowers. Skulls. Oh, it's skulls. Maybe further to the west then. There we go. No longer will you be cursed with magical powers. Now you will just be a regular homeless guy. No more psychic powers. Just homeless. Hey, leave that poor person alone. $11 down, 9 to go. Just me curing the lost plague. All it took was a little bit of magic. The magic was inside of us all along. Well, technically, it was inside Hero 1's blood and the dirt from the Midnighters' graves. So it wasn't really in us all along, was it? It's a homeless citizen and a homeless citizen. Just, they're regular homeless citizens. No one cares about them. But the lost, they're dangerous because they have superpowers. Good evening, Nod Knox. Well done! You've done what no one has been able to do since the first started appearing. Now I just need to work more closely with Argot Burwat and Azuria on a way to mass-produce this cure. That will take some time, but from what you've helped accomplish today, you've brought hope back to the people of Paragon City. Well, I'm all about hope. With a lost cure on its way, the Midnight Squad can begin to look at other avenues to encounter the Rikti. Now that you're officially a member of the Midnight Squad, I want you to go to our club. I'm going to enter the Midnight Club. The password is Civis Pacem Parabellum. If you would have peace, prepare for war. Back to Steel Canyon. And Nod Knox, you were correct. Of course, that won't come as a surprise to you. Shocked and stunned me, though. While my streams go into the live tab on YouTube, they do not go into the videos tab. So I will have to separately send across the video feed from Twitch. So thank you. Steel Canyon. South, I believe. Yes, south. So many Rikti invasions. The Lady Grey Task Force, the Weekly Strike Force. Don't know. I don't do enough, haven't done enough of even medium level content or multiplayer content. The only sort of multiplayer stuff I've done since the servers came back. Yeah, and I checked. There's no obvious way of sending it over there, so I'll just have to copy it over and it'll be in there twice. Once under live and once under videos. Won't cost me anything. It'll cost YouTube twice the storage, but I don't figure they actually have much of a problem with that. Excello. Civis Pacem Parabellum. And now they let me in. Badge earned. Midnight Squad. And she won't actually give us a mission until we're like level 20. But I did get 13 reward merits, leaving me wealthy beyond all imagining. Although I can imagine quite a bit. You must be at least threat level 20. I mean, there might be a way of getting all the live stuff to go into the videos, but I wasn't able to find it with a bit of looking. Return to contact, in this case, Montague. Hi, Montague. A little more XP. Thank you for your assistance, blah-de-blah-de-blah. I can feel a sneeze lurking around in my sinuses. Making alts. Not yet got a character above 12. Welcome to my world. Actually, most of mine now are in the 10 to 20 range. Eagle Eye, we already worked with him. Shauna Stockwell, finished up with them. Graham Easton, we're working with him yesterday. He's in the Hollows. I hate the Hollows. Jim Tremblor. I'm going to... I think the Hollows is... Well, I'm going to go to find out. I think that's in Perez Park, but I could be wrong. The Hollows. Huh. Trial of Cavern of Transcendence. Well, I'm trying not to transcend this week. I've got a full week already scheduled. So, you're Psamurai. I pronounce it Psamurai. Uh-huh. I hope you're as good as your reputation. These trolls are vicious, but with your help, I hope to take them out. I guess I have done some missions here. A lot of the worst violence in the Hollows happens right here in Cherry Hills. It's here where all the trolls and outcasts most frequently clash over territory. If you stick with me, I'll need you to go up against both groups from time to time. Your first assignment, should you choose to accept it, is to hit the streets and put the horde on the outcast. Maybe it's not. We need to create a buffer zone between them and the trolls. Am I actually going to want to do this? Probably not. Oh, well, they're low levels. They're beanie levels. They're beanie levels. I need to defeat 10 outcasts. Their levels are supremely beanie. More outcasts. A suspect. More outcasts. I only need to defeat 3 more. Slice and dice. You sure you wanted to do that, friend? I'm thinking probably not. Well, that was terribly difficult. Be introduced to a new contact. Sure. Meg Mason. Working for the Paragon Police in the Hollows. Uh-huh. Okay, well. He's got no other missions for me, so we'll go talk to Meg. Yeah, I have done these. At least some of them. Yeah, I have done some of them. I did, recognize it once I was in here. Hi, Meg. It's good to see you, Psamurai. Lieutenant Wincott speaks very highly of you. I'm on retainer by the Paragon Police Department as a contractor with some insight into the gang activity here in the Hollows. Needless to say, I need all the help I can get. I'm a can-do girl who doesn't like to wait around for results, so if you're interested in working with me, you need to know that's my assignment on strict deadline. That's acceptable to you, then we'll become fast friends for kicking butt. Sure. She wants me to show Meg I've got what it takes by defeating Seer. Boing. Boing. And for those of you not paying attention to previous boings, boing. Looks like the party's already begun. Oh, well, where's Seer? That guy really burns me up. I don't want to stand in the fire, so... Yeah, I hit pretty hard. I'm going to guess most of that was probably from the fire. I'm going to take a quick knee and get my energy back. Come on. Come on down. Come on down, you jerks. My God, what is with you guys and your frickin' fire? Channel... Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the channel for... Well, I wouldn't say dad jokes, but bad jokes, absolutely. That's another level for me. Wow, we've got the buff. It's Seer. I wonder how he liked his present. I just wanted to beat them up too while I was under the influence of my leveling buff. Yes, the bad jokes are certainly part and parcel of the full magnifying lens experience. All part of the free-to-play lens full spectrum entertainment experience. Your mileage may vary. Well, we're getting somewhere now. Good work, Psamurai. Let's get started. You've been a huge help to me. Check out the enhancements. Those are really unimpressive enhancements, dear. But I can sell. I just hit, what, 16? 16. We're done here. Okay, well then, I'm glad we could be complete. I came in. Oh, foreshadow. Well, you said it was 5 to 15, and well, I'm 16, so maybe they don't want to talk to me no more, which is understandable. They don't like the bad jokes either. Hi, foreshadow. How about you train me? I don't know if I've ever been trained by this guy. I don't need the taunt. Indomitable will. We toggle this power on. It grants protection from sleep, disorient, fear, immobilize, confusion, repel, knockback, and hold effects. Indomitable will also grants a moderate defense to psionic-based attacks. I should have enormous psionic defenses because I have a psionic melee character. Psionic melee and willpower, they go together. It's all about the power of the mind. Use the mind to control and stab. Rise to the challenge. The more the odds are against you, the more determined you become. When surrounded by foes, your ability to regenerate health increases greatly. Additionally, your resolve and the look in your eye is enough to leave most foes shaken. Their attacks are less accurate. The first foe you engage in melee grants the highest regeneration bonus. Up to 10 foes can contribute to it. Is this an auto? No, it's not because it has a regeneration. I mean a recharge. Still, who doesn't like rising to the challenge? Contact. We finished them up. Twin Shot and Rick Davies. We finish up the Twin Shot, the last of it? No. The last of them is available. Sounds good to me. Talk to the Hero Corps Field Analyst in Steel Canyon. Coming through, guys. Wrong clicky. I am there. Where do we need to be? There. Boing, boing. Dum dum dumpity dum. Steel Canyon. So tomorrow, it's possible, because I've got a bunch of errands I need to run, so I may not stream. The odds are that I'll just be streaming as normal. But I'd rather at least mention it in passing. And then on Valentine's Day, more City of Heroes, along with some adult leisure beverages. To to ease the pain of the lonely bachelor life. Not really. Sounds good, though. Alright. Hero Core, that would work for me. Yep. Cultists, they're Hellions, but they're badass. And coming in with me will be an almost useless Grim. And these fights actually can get pretty ugly. So, yeah, there's that. Well, I'll stand up and do a quick lap around the chair and stretch. Bend and stretch, reach for the stars. Okay. My mind is never off of things. It's always on things. All sorts of things. Grim is going to hit these things. And I'm going to back off and let him finish it, because it's going to blow up on him. Grim, are you hitting that thing? There you go. And it took half of his life off, because Grim's an idiot. Escort quests. Gosh, don't we all just love escort quests? No, we really freaking don't. Huh. Rise to the challenge is ready already. And Grim's down. You useless moron, you clown, you buffoon. Bad dog. No biscuit. Useless. Freaking useless. I tell you, having a useless companion in a fight, in an escort, submit to my power. No, I don't want to submit to your power. We just met. I don't even know who you are. Oh. So it is a toggle. Rise to the challenge. Oh, I like that even more. All right, everybody's coming. Take a quick knee, get our energy back. And our health. I missed. How did I miss it? Don't know, but I did. You have merely weakened my mortal form, I assure you, even in this state. I am more than capable of consuming your soul. Come, mortal. Face me if you dare. I kind of dare. Good evening. I'm having a reasonable evening. It's kind of an average evening. Yeah, a lot of people think average is bad. Average is just average. On the other hand, I do set a high bar for anything to be noteworthily good or bad. Most of the time, everything's just really quite average. Exactly. It's I don't pass a value judgment on it. It's a perfectly normal, fine evening. Aldros the Hateful. Well, you know, if you're going to go in with that attitude, Aldros, people just are not going to like you. And all your little flame-throwing buddies here, they don't really like you either. Because you're just hateful. If he wasn't so hateful, people would like him more. Grim was useless. Singed a bit, that's fine. And back to Twin Shot. I'm hurrying through these because, I mean, I just did these missions just the other night, too, so. And I've done them many times. The Junk Depot. You can hear the whir of Praetorian clockwork, but that's not all. Someone else is here. Someone else? What is up with all the people using fire against me all the time? That really burns me up. Sorry, I know. I can't help myself. I just can't. Oh, this one's a mender. Well, he didn't do much of a job mending the other guy, did he? All right, get up. Oh. Let's just call them clockwork. What do you mean? I mean they're clockwork from an alternate dimension. What do you want to know? He couldn't beat them as a martial artist because he didn't know where to hit them or kick them? Wow. This one dances really well, though, don't you think? I mean, if I tried that, I'd be hospitalized. Okay, more likely dead. Just did this, I think, last night, didn't I? Where I spoke of the lovely sounds that you get from martial artists when they use their kick. The sort of gunshot sounding whoosh. Like that. It's just a really nice piece of sonic work by their sound people. Is that the big room? No, I think it's down here further. Yeah, this is the room we need. We'll click on this. One of the pieces of evidence we need. Oh, good. Our friend has decided to attack every single thing he can see. Because he's one of those companions. More evidence. Two pieces of evidence. The last one is over there, I think. Yeah, it is. The waste paper basket. All right, now we have to fend off the clockwork ambush. Fortunately, we know where that's coming from. Is he coming? Is my idiot friend coming? He is, all right. Sorry, idiot friend. Of course, I'm exaggerating. He's too dumb to be an idiot. And here they come. It's the first batch. One more batch, I think. Oh, they went the other way. Then they came back around this way. Oh, we got one more batch. Big boy. Dump-a-da-bump! Bump! Victory is ours. Gotta say, the damage output on the psychic melee character, the mental blades, whatever the hell it's called. Technology, brute. I guess it's not there. Psionic melee. It hits really honking hard. We'll put that into concentration. Recharge. And we'll bump up Psyblade. That's going to overwrite. Do we want it there? Yeah. Mission. Contact. Twin shot. Next up, everything okay? Ask about this contact. Everything's fine. She's good. The box of costume parts. Fortunately, just a couple blocks away. And I will skip through this really quickly. As gay fashion expert stereotype, probably a bit dated. This is one of a series of missions that were basically meant to sort of introduce you to some of the basic game functions. It wasn't in at launch. They brought it in later. So that was the tailor function. If you want to change your outfit, although why anyone would want to change an outfit when it looks as good as mine, I have no idea. Although he did just call it wobbly. I have no idea what he means by that. It's totally not wobbly. Bow now, now, now. Waka, 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 waka. Yes, it's Sing Along with the jazzy guitar from Blythe Square. Hi, guys. Didn't realize so many of you had popped in. Hi. Evening. Hope your Monday didn't suck. Mine was very average. Mind you, that is not a complaint. I think a great many people would be happy with just an average day for a Monday. Wow, he's in there. This guy is moonlighting against the rules as a superhero himself. Spoilers. Excuse me. Next up, we're off to Fry's I'm sorry, not Fry's Electronics. Cook's Electronics. The best buys are always at Fry's. Cook's. Guaranteed. If you're not familiar with it, Fry's Electronics was a chain of electronics stores that began here in Silicon Valley and became a absolute freaking landmark of Silicon Valley for many years before finally succumbing to its own little issues. This is the Psamurai. A lifetime spent studying the Go-Rin no Sho, the Book of Five Rings, only to find that some other heroes had already trademarked both Psymurai with a Y and Psamurai with an I. So he takes out his frustrations on the criminals of Paragon City. He is the Psamurai. And his power sets are Psionic Melee, which hits really freaking hard, and Willpower. It's all mind over matter. Fry's Electronics. And she's been selling stuff on the slide that she's not supposed to because she just doesn't want to bother caring enough. The superheroes want it, you give it to the superheroes. They're not superheroes. How is she supposed to know? Fry's Electronics, guys. It was a literal truth that in one of the Fry's Electronics here in Silicon Valley, they had an aisle with memory chips on one side and potato chips on the other side. That's an actual thing that was real. You could go there for a full computer, or you could go there and buy some D-type edge-triggered flip-flops if that was what you needed. That's a computer thing. And if you wanted snacks, Psylocke. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure that Psylocke was the basis for the character design, the archetype. But I had not even considered that would make a reasonable name as sort of a magical, psionic, sword-wielding character. Yeah. It was an absolute... Would you guys stop? Why do they keep freaking following me? Ask about available missions. Where to next? I have to board the transit. Okay, well, we'll head the transit, which is where again? Where? Over here? I think this is actually an encounter that occurs. When you finish off that mission, you get attacked by a batch of clockwork, and they will keep following you. There was, until they closed down, there was a Fry's that I could reach, I guess, through 3 or 4 green lights away, stoplights away. You need to be able to jump like that. I assume that it's probably more of his mental powers that he can, can use his mind to create a blade. He can also use his mind to create a huge amount of up thrust. Girlfriend doesn't complain. I have to access the database. Fortunately, with my mind, I can have the equivalent of 4 hands to type on the keyboard with. That's actually a joke. The TV show is still around, I will note. There was an episode of NCIS where, because they're getting hacked at such a high speed, the 2 people working together are typing on the same keyboard together to try and keep up with the speed of the hacker. I'm actually made stupider by the existence of that. So, Flambeau is a narcissist and potential villain or vigilante if she doesn't get enough fame and fortune. And seemingly, according to the computer record, Twinshot also has connections to Pretoria. That's another level for me. That's 3 tonight. My might knows no limits. Okay, well, that's horseshit, but we'll stick with it anyway. Take me back upstairs. Well, we still got our buff on. Got one more batch of mobs. Where are they? Will I finish them before the buffs run out? No, not quite. Almost, though. Confer with Grimm about the attack here in Steel Canyon. Is he still at the university? Well, I mean, if Grimm's at the university, I guess you can teach an old dog new tricks. Yep, he is at the university. We confer, and I tell him about my suspicions of Twin Shot. Contact her. Speak with Grim again. Hi, Grim. How you doing? And now we're back to the Shining Stars base in King's Row to, I believe, finish out the storyline. Just a little bit of boing boing action to get us over here. Don't you... All right, fine, fine, fine. King's Row. It's an emergency, so I'll use my super jump. But really, if I had super jump in the real world, I'd get rid of the car. Although I have to admit that realistically, carrying the groceries home would be a bit of a chore. Maybe get all frozen foods. Do I mess with the day jobs? Generally, a lot of my characters have been logged off in a couple of different locations. I haven't gone after trying to get, all of the badges and buffs and stuff for them. I know I probably should, as it wouldn't require a great deal of effort. I think, by the way, it's a brilliant piece of design. I absolutely freaking adore a little touch of flavor like that to a comic book game. I think it's just absolute sheer genius. Hi, Flambeau. Instead of telling me you hate robots, you could take out your hate on robots by killing some. Since they're, standing right here. Alright, Flambeau's rescued. Yeah, the buffs are short-term. But I love the idea. Hey. Mean. Alright, there's Dillo taken care of. We have the ongoing discussion between Twin Shot and Proton going on, where it sounds and seems as if Twin Shot is betraying us, but the spoiler. Shh. Yeah. Looks can be deceiving, I earned a badge. Technophobe. Presumably for beating up enough clockworks. Alright, took care of him. Push through to the portal room. Break on through to the portal room. Jerk. I'm moving on to the portal room, and you can't stop me. You can only hope to contain me. And the gangs are all here waiting for us. Sadly, Proton's with the bad guys. Someone from Pretoria, they've messed with his mind. He thinks that there's time travel and people who never existed are dead. And he's just... They messed with his melon. Maelstrom. Mentioned this the other night. There's a skill in Last Epoch called Maelstrom. And I was watching a streamer and he was talking about that skill and he kept calling it Maelstorm. Major Kicks has shown up. I will do a quick suck on the old straw. And I will run a couple laps around the chair as soon as I beat up the bad guys. Which realistically, because that involves pressing buttons, is about the most exercise that I get these days. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go. Evening Major Kicks. Let's go. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Sorry, Twin Shot. Samurai. Everyone. It has to be this way. Does it really have to be this way? I don't think it has to be this way. But it's going to be this way, so... Ow. Why is everybody hitting me all of a sudden? Alright, we got him. Got them all? Got them all? We got them all. Poor Proton. He's gone crazy. They've messed with his melon. Let's just leave it that way. They messed with his melon. Plenty. Time for the 2 quick laps around the chair. Stretch. Rotate the body parts as best I can. 1. I'm winded, but I'm going to keep going. All right. Big stretch. Old man. Bones crack. Ligaments stretch. Hi. I need to actually talk to Twin Shot about what happened because reasons. You know. She doesn't want to talk about it over the phone. Chicks, man. Chicks. Did I say that out loud? Shit. They're always so in touch with their feelings. There, I can do the whole 80s guy vibe if you like. I mean, technically I was a guy in the 80s. Back to Atlas Park. The late 80s were a pretty good time. At least for me. Working for a large Silicon Valley company named after a fruit. Much alcohol was consumed on the company nickel. Where is she? There she is. Hi, Twin Shot. Could be worse. How's Proton? Sorry, Twin Shot, on circumstances. What happens now? There we go. We got a little more XP and a badge earned. Supernova badge. 3 reward merits. A little bit of XP. Not a huge amount. But hey, you know. A little money is a good thing. Let's see. I don't think he's got anything for us. Oh, new contact. Farid Abdullah. Clockwork and the Lost. He's in Steel Canyon. So, Farid in Steel Canyon. Kong Bao in Skyway City. Those are the inactives. Any other ones we don't know that I want to do? Probably not. Then let's go with... Sorry, active. Fareed? Sure, Fareed. We're off to Steel Canyon. Wherein we shall once again seek to punish the evildoers for their deeds. Somebody's robots are napping. 2 battle drones and a protector bot. It's so hard to get good help these days, you know? A mastermind. Guessing he's probably in the level 12 range to have 2 of the tier 1 bots and 1 of the tier 2 bots. I believe we can assist each other a great deal. Just got a call from the police department. They've got a cop missing from his beat. I need you to find Officer Bill Hudson. We can't allow a decorated officer to be abducted. Well, we could. I mean, I'm going to do the mission because I'm a hero. You know, so a hero wouldn't, let him be abducted. But you could. That looks strangely like a sewer mission. The Lost. Figures. The Lost must not be allowed to take the law into their own hands. That's just for us superhero types. What do you mean? They're like superheroes. They are? He missed me with his big sword. Lol. We got a recipe. And some salvage. I want to see what the cooldown on that is. Mind blades. How sharper than a serpent's tooth. Oh, we got more. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to ignore you guys. I know that you get used to that all the time. You're down on the luck, infected humans, kind of living on the streets. People refuse to make eye contact, and I ran right past you, and I'm sorry. I should have paid more attention and started beating you up immediately. Now I just feel bad. I do have to say, the Mind Blade's skills, they hit really freaking hard. More invention salvage found. Also hitting hard, those big honking swords that the Lost wield. More invention salvage found. Pardon me, guys. Ow. Again? With the big swords? right. More guys. I need to defeat the kidnapper and his guards. Got more guys up there. Let's see, we came in there. I think we'll try this away. If I could walk that way, I wouldn't need the baby powder. That is perhaps one of the oldest jokes in the American lexicon of jokes. Guy goes into a pharmacy. Asks the pharmacist, do you have any baby powder? Pharmacist says, yes, walk this way. Guy says, if I could walk that way, I wouldn't need the baby powder. That goes back to vaudeville, and if not older than that. Alright, we got him before he could hit us with his great big rifle shots. In here. There's the officer. I think, unfortunately, I got an unfriendly behind me, too. Yeah, oh, the aberrant. Chief Genghis. Chief Genghis is a bit much, I've got to say. Defeat the kidnapper and his guards. Presumably this is one of his guards. Guards! Big swordy dude. And somebody keeps shooting. Is it this fellow? It says he's a chopper. He shouldn't be shooting. I keep hearing shot. Something. Okay, there's a dude. And that's another level up for me. Dum 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 dum. I have rescued the police officer, and my God, what kind of gastrointestinal disease is flourishing in Paragon City that the sewers look like this? I have never in my life had a bowel movement that was anything like that color. As far as I know. Back to Fareed. Well, hey, Fareed, guess what I did? I freed the police officer. Excuse me. So Officer Hudson took a bribe from the Lost and double-crossed him. Well, okay then. Olivia Chung. The Asian Paragon. Do you read The Asian Paragon? Well, its publisher, Olivia Chung, is a great woman. The Vazalok and the Outcasts. Gee, the Vazalok. My least favorite. Kamen Rider tunes? I don't understand the reference. Is it anime? Because if it's anime, I'm never going to understand it. Clockwork and Trolls. We'll go with Wyatt Anderson. Nope. Ah, okay. Right culture, wrong reference. Yep, Power Ranger type guys. I did watch Ultraman when I was a kid. In fact, one of the most memorable, maybe the most memorable nightmare I ever had was inspired by an episode of Ultraman. It occurred while I was really sick, and I was watching TV because, well, what else is a kid going to do in the 60s or early 70s when he's sick at home? And I watched Ultraman. And it was an episode where the bad guys all wore sunglasses, and eventually we had the sunglasses knocked off, and you can see the guys just had purely white eyes. No irises, no pupils, just white eyes. And a little bit later, my fever got worse, and I was sleeping on the sofa, and I had the most horrifyingly intense fever dreams, waking up shrieking about guys with white eyeballs. Ask about available missions. The Clockwork have been causing car crashes in Skyway City. Or recover a Clockwork power source. We'll go for that one. Atlas Park. Okay, well, we're going to Atlas Park. We'll be able to train up our fascinating and amazing skills there. Where are we? Boing. So now you've learned a little bit about the psyche of Lens tonight. Just an astonishingly intense memory simply because I was so terrified by the dream. So the lesson here is, guys, a useful piece of advice, even though you're not a kid. Is be real careful about drinking and or hallucinogenics. If you've got a really bad fever, you might scar yourself for life. Cannot recommend. Pardon the yawn. Rude old man. I just had such a rough day, you know. I woke up, I ate lunch, I played computer games and surfed the web, played more computer games, ate dinner, and streamed. I mean, it's a full schedule. It's just, you know, it's exhausting. To be fair, the waking up part of the day is pretty exhausting at my age. But I definitely prefer it to the other alternative. Not that I actually am familiar with the other alternative. I'm just kind of going on what I understand. I wouldn't like it. I have to locate the power source of these robots. Presumably, they're ever-readies. Possibly copper tops. I forgot to train because I'm a dope. You can quote me on that. Magnifying lens. Dope. Found a recipe to make a to-hit debuff. That would be good for darkness skills. Darkness skills debuff accuracy. And as the proud owner of several darkness characters, it's really annoying when it happens to you. Wait, did I come in from over there? Yes. Yes, Morbius. A simple blaster. Nope, nothing in there, so we gotta kill these guys. Didn't want to do it, guys. Not my fault. Don't blame me. Now here's an interesting thing. These are non-sentient robots. So obviously my mind skills are not simply illusions. I actually manifest powers, edges, blades, pokey bits with my mind. And he is going to burst into little critters, little gears as they're called. Did I kill them all? No, at least one of them isn't dead. They all dead? No. No, at least two of them aren't dead. I hit none of them? Evidently I hit... Oh, no, I hit two of them with my initial attack. I hear the thrumming of what we're seeking. Clue found. Defeat all robots. God, I hate defeat all missions, especially when it shows up after you've done the other thing you need to do in the mission. Defeat all missions are strictly worse than kill 10 rats missions. Now, in this particular case, it's not a big deal. There's not a bunch I didn't already get. But it's not the point. The point is, it's the worst and laziest kind of design. And I'm not a fan. Da-ba-da-bum-bum. Mission complete. Out we go. This time I will remember to train. See, all you have to do, if there's something you're forgetting, is to just give yourself a brisk slap in the head. Won't help you remember, but you deserve it for having forgotten in the first place. And Ms. Liberty. Teach me. First of all, 2 enhancement slots. Let's see. Rise to the challenge. Maybe a more general stamina. Sooner or later, that'll probably pay for itself. Sure. And now, the other. What I'm seeing, that tune looks kind of like a beetle bug. A little bit. I will show you in a sec. Indomitable will or boggle. You flood your foe's mind with doubt, causing them to become confused for a brief time. Confused foes will attack their allies. Boggle will also place the boggled effect on your target for a short time. Attacking a boggled target will create your chance of gaining insight. What's your boggle? That's a movie reference. Anyone? Probably not, but anyone? I think we're going to go with boggle. Where did boggle go? Is that boggle? Boggle. That's boggle. The movie reference is Demolition Man. Stallone, Snipes. This character does indeed look a little bit like a beetle, but it is because he is the Psamurai. Sort of a stylized samurai outfit. Black and gold. Simple, elegant, refined. Yeah. But I can certainly see the beetle-ish. Lots of armor bits, chitin-y. The antennae bit. I can see that. I can. Level 18. I think I was level 12 when we started. Maybe 14? 14, I think. Do we have any enhancements that are usable? We're now 18? 18. So I'm not going to install anything 16 or under, because they're just going to go away after next level, when we hit level 20. We can get 20s, though. He said. No, it was 14 when I started. We'll sell all these. Anything in particular need enhancements? Now, boggles our new skill. Short range confuse. Well, a healing wouldn't be bad. Well, we'll grab one healing. A little more expensive than the others, but that's fine, you know. Better a little pricey, you know. When you're talking about your health, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. We need to go back to Steel Canyon and talk to Wyatt. So since there's no more actual funding for the game from a big company, does that mean they no longer care about people making copyright characters? Oh, no. I'm here. What did I not do in Atlas Park? I had something I'm supposed to do here. What did I not do? Return to the contact. Defeat all the robots. Return to the contact. Okay. Steel Canyon. No, I'm sure part of their legal agreement with NC Soft is that they will continue their policy of nuking any obvious copyright infringing characters with an orbital strike. I don't know that for a fact, but I assume that's part of their agreement. As that was basically how City of Heroes back in the proverbial day that was the agreement they came to with Marvel. And basically even before then they had the agreement. You know, they had a policy that any obviously infringing stuff would get nuked from orbit. And then Marvel sued them. And then all the examples of people breaking copyrightable, you know, IP materials in game that they showed to the court were proven to be from their own account. In other words, they created fake Hulks and Spider-Mans and other characters and then said, see? Fake characters. Stolen from our IP. We know, we made them. Oops. So their lawsuit got tossed, and in essence, a couple years later, they came to the exact same company, Cryptic, and gave them a license for a while to make a Marvel-specific MMO. And eventually, for whatever reason, the license got pulled, and that game became Champions Online. But it is funny. They sued Cryptic, lost when the court literally laughed at them, and then came back to Cryptic to create a Marvel one. Then later on, Gazillion got the right to create a Marvel ARPG, which was a blast, but got canceled a few years back. Sadly, we're hoping for a private server for that one too. I think I covered it all. Julianne Naring, Outcasts and Vazalok. Screw off with that. The Tsu and the Council. Well, I'd rather have the Tsu and the Council than the Vaz. Yeah, well, I'm not sure exactly what order it happened, because I think there were a number of years between when they yanked the contract from Cryptic and went with the Gazillion contract to make Marvel Heroes. Which, again, rumor has it, there's the code base out there, and the proof of it is in the pudding. You can right now, I believe, download a non-server version that is basically a client that allows you to, I think, use the super abilities and move around the map, but not actually like fight and level up and all that stuff. Interested in finding out more about the Clockwork King's robots work. He may be a villain, but he's made some amazing creations. Could you find a clockwork power source for me to study? I just found one of those, I thought. So I have to defeat 15 clockworks. Okay. They have to be in this map, because we got some clockworks right over here, so I'm going to kick their butts for a start. A couple of cannon knights. They ought to count as double, because, like, they're lieutenants. So there's two. Oh, and they have a little friend. And another little friend. I tell you, the Marvel Heroes game, when it came out, it wasn't that good. But they did some revamps, and holy crap, was it so much fun when they were done with their revamps. A number of games have done amazing revamps, sort of on the fly after launching. And they're one of the best. Star Trek Online, similarly, was really underwhelming at launch, and I came back a few years later, and it was so much better. Remember playing Champions Online for a bit, and was debating on playing the DC game around that time, but still nothing was better than the original City of Heroes. I've played an enormous amount of Champions and an awful lot of DC Universe Online. I agree completely, but both of those two games have their value. They're both pretty good. But I do agree, as much as I think we could use a new and improved, oh, I don't know, let's say City of Heroes, it's still the best one going. It just is. I don't think it's an especially controversial point of view. Generally speaking, Champions doesn't have a lot of well, people championing it. And DCUO, I think, has a larger console base than PC base. I've never played it on console, so I can't really speak to how good it is. It always struck me as a bit of a... it felt like a console game. Those guys are purple quality, and they will annihilate me, as they're level 28, and I am most certainly not. I don't know where they were going, but I didn't want it to be anywhere near me. So I certainly agree with your assessment that as good as both champions, or as many good things as, yeah, wow, those guys would definitely annihilate me. As many good things as there are about Champions and DCUO, I really, genuinely think this is just the superior game, even though it came years earlier. I need 4 more clockworks. Well, we got a couple there. Oh, looks like maybe just 1. 3 to go. One to go. Oh, look, it's the one I need to go. And mission complete. Back to Scott Anderson. Main reason you quit Champions was we had a tune similar to Optimus Prime. Was told I had to redesign the tune. Well, I can understand why you would be disappointed, but I can also understand that when it comes to stuff like IP, they're always going to be really careful. As that's the one thing that can actually get them into big trouble. So, as long as they can demonstrate that they do more than just their due diligence, that they go out of their way to make sure anything close to infringing content is removed, I can understand why, and also understand why it would be upsetting. Hey, I have Steve Constantine. I'd be unhappy if I had to change his name. Maybe I should pronounce it Constantine. Mind of a King, this clockwork power source you recovered doesn't answer as many questions as I had hoped. In fact, it doesn't seem to function at all. Perhaps the key lies in one of the clockwork bases of operations. According to my sources, there's a clockwork base in a nearby office building under the control of a mighty robot called Bolts. I want you to combat the clockwork in that office. Bring back anything that looks like a power broadcasting unit. Okay. Bolts, eh? Back to King's Row. That one's closer. Tomato, tomato. Same. Yep. Had to redesign the tune. Yeah, that would. I mean, that's. It's strange how much we get attached to our virtual game alter egos, but we really do. So, being forced to change a name or an appearance, yeah, it's going to rub the wrong way. I just hope I never hear from Luxottica about Lens. I'm kidding, of course. I would be upset, however, if I had to, lose Lens. I've been using that since Star Wars Galaxies came out. I'm Lens in so many games. I have the @Lens handle in so many games. All of Cryptic games, I've got the @Lens. I'm @Lens here. I've wondered for a long time about Clockwork's mysterious power source. Now that the answer seems near, there'll be no slowing me down. I am familiar with Felicia Day's Do You Want to Date My Avatar? Felicia Day. I think you mean Timey. No, not Timey. Crap. Zoja. God damn it. Got the wrong one. Now I feel foolish. Okay, more foolish. Foolisher. Defeat Bolts and his minions. Well, these guys have probably aggroed me, so... Sorry, guys. Didn't want to do it. Had to do it. You made me do it by being, robots. more bad guys. What a shock and surprise. Not really. I earned a badge, the Marauder badge. I hope you've all enjoyed my marauding this evening. I love a good maraud. Anyone upstairs? No, nobody's up the stairs. We'll continue this way. Why are you guys carrying lumber? You guys doing construction? Are you renovating again? Okay. Up another floor, presumably. Always go up and generally head towards the far end of the map. And that will take you usually to whatever you're looking for. This guy hits really hard. Is that bolt? That's bolts. And here he comes. Hey, Bolts, how you doing? And now here comes his gears. The gears of Bolts. I hate these little things. Get them all, get them all. They're all done. His minions. So I have to defeat all of his minions or just his minions on this floor, in this area, in this room? Probably all, everywhere, because they hate me. Nice ult. Also have a Psi Willpower Brute. I gotta admit, I am a big fan of brutes. I really like the Brute archetype and the Sentinel archetype. They just seem to be, you know, really playable. Got him. Yeah, they are. You know, they have really good damage and they have good survivability. And a lot of the, certainly the base City of Heroes classes were a little bit more narrowly focused. Just like the controller. Controllers are so slow to level. Lower range and lower AoE cap. Well, I mean, the AoE cap shouldn't matter unless you're doing the big group grinds, in which case, yeah, absolutely. I mean, unless the numbers or caps are lower than I think, or remember, or think I remember. Thanks. This Clockwork Broadcasting unit may help us figure out how the Clockwork King powers his minions, I must say. It's an odd design for the Clockwork. I'll have to run a number of tests. Mind of a King. I'm really tempted by the broadcasting unit you found, really stumped by the broadcasting unit you found in the Clockwork Lair. Doesn't look like anything Clockwork King's normal design. I've been scanning for a signal similar to the one the device outputs, and I finally located one. It's intersection of the Paragon City sewers. Of course it's in the sewers. Need you to go in the sewers and recover the device. If I were you, I'd be prepared for a fight. Imagine my shock and surprise. Pardon me. Boing. I go in the sewers again. God. Do you know the best money-making business to be in Paragon City? I bet it's fucking dry cleaning. I mean, if it's not the sewage, it's blood. Because if you're soloing the AoE caps on sense, don't make me... Yeah, exactly. And that's mostly what I do. Wait, we got 2 biggies? Oh, fucking Vazalok? No, wait. Vaz? Vaz and Clockwork? Yeah, I can certainly see that the cap and range would be a lot more of a deal if you're doing group play. For sure. But yeah, I do mostly solo. Is this... I don't think this is the right way. This is not the way. Freaking vase. You're gonna blow up. Do it. Puking jerks. You can see Spider-Man going into a dry cleaner. Hello. Can you clean this Spider-Man suit? It's for a friend. No, it's a Halloween outfit. Yeah, it's modeled after Spider-Man's. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Don't you think? And I have completed an entire lap. I was afraid of that. It's a rare skill I have. Well, of course, that's one of the advantages of the movies Spider-Man, is that he had Tony fix him up a nice suit. Presumably something a little bit more wash and wear. Locate the broadcasting device. This has been a test of the emergency undead broadcasting system. If this had been real undead, brains. What do we want? Brains! When do we want them? Brains! I missed. Pardon me. Old man's falling apart. Falling. That's hilarious. Old man's... Oh, defeat all villains in the sewers. Pardon me, guys. I'm going to mute this so you don't have to hear my... There you go. Wouldn't want you to have to hear that kind of profanity. Kill all missions are a particular bugaboo of mine. you hang around here for any length of time, you'll hear me scream in frustration every time I get one. There is no reason to ever have a kill-all mission in any game. Unless the kill-all is like 3 dudes. I am currently on Indomitable in the Homecoming cluster. Yeah, I figured it was you probably, amen, you hat kill all. I assumed it was probably hate, although maybe hat too. Maybe you also had it. So I'm currently playing on Indomitable in the Homecoming server. I'm playing on Indomitable because it currently has an experience bonus. Most of my characters are on, and these ones will eventually move back to Everlasting. You can move characters between servers, I believe, up to 5 times a week. So, because we currently have an XP bonus on this server to encourage new players to come to this server rather than the most crowded servers, I'm coming over here for XP. Yeah, a kill-all where the mobs can be hidden are awful. Is it every 3 days? Wow, okay, it's even more kind than I remember. And it's extremely simple. It's just a... click the character, click I want to move, click the server, click OK. A couple of seconds later, it's done. Yeah, I know. I just recently cracked a level 30 for the first time on these servers. And I've been playing here for 4 years. This is what happens when you're me. And instead of playing one character up to a reasonable level, obviously, us real gamers, we just want to create new characters and play more alts because we're not right in the head. Yeah, I agree that it does play very well for different playstyles. City of Heroes does. It's got a good design space. Alright, anyone else here? I don't think so. We'll head back up. Fire Farm, as far as I know, is still a thing. I was, in fact, reading about it earlier this evening. And currently have up a couple of pages in my browser to try and roll up one. And see if I can't... I actually hit one of the player-made missions for the first time tonight. Since, since coming back to the server, at least. Because I want to see if I can't get a character a little bit higher level. And so I'll probably do a fire farm just to level up and get some funds. To fund characters working their way up in a more conventional fashion. So as far as I know, a fire farm still is a thing. Where there are missions in the player-created mission space, specifically for farming with, my understanding is the best is a Spines Fire Bruiser. 40 alts to 50 last year. You know, I bet you could find a medical professional to help you with your mania. Your obsession. I shouldn't joke. I've got 30-odd characters at the cap in Guild Wars 2 on my main server. I know we've had someone in here who had 200 plus characters. Is this you again? Embalmed A-bomb. A lot of hours in Comic-Con farms. Yeah, that's the one. Yay! Kill all mission complete. God, I hate these so much. That is a specific mission that you can farm. It's especially designed for fire secondary brutes, I believe. Or fire primary, whichever it is. Lots of mobs that use fire, and so you build a character that has good defenses against fire. And oh, that would explain it. Somebody tell him, yeah. Look, I'm not actually a noob. I just play one on TV. Okay, sort of semi-noobish, shall we say. No, I mean, I played it live various times, and I've been on and off this ever since it first came to, 4 years ago when it came to light, and then off and on since. It's my second most streamed game. I'm over 200 hours streamed in it. But yeah, I have not done much of anything at high levels. So yeah, I didn't know. But someone creating useful content for the community, what's up? So I'll probably be using that perhaps later this evening. Used to fire farm when I was bored and not sure what to do in game. Now you do the Hamadon raids when you're bored. Yeah, the closest I've come to Hamadon is the Hamadon floaty in First Ward. Puzzling Psamurai. This device you took from the Vasilok looks just like the one you found in the Clockwork base. These devices look identical. Strange that you should find one in the Clockwork base and the other in the Vasilok den. I believe they're emitting the same signal, but I'm not sure how it could be guiding the Clockwork. The Mind of a King. Interesting. This device you found in the Vasilok den is just like... Yeah, I know. You said that. He needs more parts. Oh, parts is parts. Yeah, the Hamadon Seed. That's the one. Made the Comic-Con farms, obviously foremost for XP and influence. Right. That is... I mean, the exact same thing occurred with the player-created content in Star Trek Online. People created content to be farmed. There are two reasons for players to make content. If they have a story they want to tell, and the other thing is to give the players an option to farm for stuff they want. But also to help keep the auction house prices low. Yeah, well, that certainly is the kind of thing that will function. A sufficient inflow of money to the players who want/need it helps control the prices. Let's see, where am I? I'm here. Yeah, but where's here? Gee, I don't know. Looking for the monorail station. Maybe I can just follow the monorail. Boing. Back to AP. Prices to get up to 2 billion as they were on live. Yeah, that's a lot. Let you convert merits to merits farming was excellent for outfitting new alts. I think normal playstyle task force are better now. My dream was more supply, lower prices. Yeah, more supply, lower prices. Hopefully at reasonable prices. You don't want everything to be valueless. But yeah. Oh, I was trying to jump onto his head and I missed. I'm a child, what can I say? 17. Sure, why not? Oh, I can't use it. That's why not. And I think I'm going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me very, very much. As always, I really appreciate it. I know us streamers, we say that a lot, and I used to sometimes think a little cynically that the streamers were, sucking up. No, we mean it. Thanks, guys. It really does matter. I should be back tomorrow. There's a possibility that because of all my errands and stuff that I might not be, but I should be. Probably won't be back playing here. I think I may create a new character because, new characters. Regardless, it'll be at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe. And then, of course, in about a week, next week, Last Epoch launches on the 21st. If you enjoy ARPGs, I'll be streaming that for a couple of days before, and then the launch on the 21st, I think at 9 a.m. my time. And that'll probably keep me busy for a while, so it might be a while once it launches for me to get back to City of Heroes, or maybe anything, Guild Wars 2. We'll see. So, I'm back tomorrow, usual time. Again, thanks guys for hanging out. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I hope the rest of your Monday evening goes good, and as far as a Tuesday goes, it's still early enough in the week for me to say, as I always do, I hope your Tuesday doesn't suck. I'm back tomorrow. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now.